What's going on, family? First YouTube live. Yes, indeed. I haven't promoted this one. I've been advised by my good brother Keisha to indeed start doing those lives on YouTube as well because I've been doing them on Instagram. But it is indeed true that not everyone is watching Instagram lives. So yeah, this is my first YouTube live, and I usually do those on Instagram called the Monday Talks. And those talks vary. Obviously, there's going to be topics touching upon motivational conversations, industry-oriented conversations. It really just depends on my mood and vibe. Yes, what it do, what it do, what it do, what it do, brother Charles. And so today, it's going to be a quick one. Just wanted to warm things up with you quickly, chop it up a little bit, and touch upon a very interesting subject before speak about the actualities, artistic actualities and stuff. And the subject of appreciation and the need for artists to be validated. You see, I've noticed that as creatives, we tend to do what we do, obviously, because we love what we do. I mean, for the most part, if you're motivated by a desire to be genuinely creating music for people to really feel elevated, etc., etc., etc. And obviously, that comes with the necessity to be also validated as you start, as you embark on these journeys as a creative, and there's nothing wrong with that. The problematic is the fact that a lot of people tend to let those opinions and third parties decide for them what is or won't be the right direction for them as artists and creatives. So to simplify the thought process, is pretty much to say that you got to be in control of what it is that you're doing and how it is that you're trying to make it happen. And I firmly believe that by accepting a certain level of criticism and accepting obviously a certain level of advice, a certain amount of advices, you must be able to identify what it is that is your truth and what it is that is your path, so that as a creative you can manifest to the full potential of its capacity your talent. And I'm using a lot of complicated words, maybe, but I believe that y'all understand what I mean exactly, because it's all about being authentic and true to your creativity and to your craft. That's really, I believe, what we're all trying to do. Something that is authentic, true to who we are, and also help us create the appreciation necessary, therefore generating the money and allowing us to make a living from what we're doing. So, validation and appreciation are very important aspects of the creative process for an artist, I would say, eventually. But at some point, you have to detach yourself from all of those considerations and understand that the essential is residing in you. Again, being true to yourself. Again, understanding that it will take a certain amount of time before some people understand what it is that you're trying to do, especially if you're creating something new or something that was not necessarily seen before. The examples are indeed not hard to find. There's plenty of artists who've managed to create sound and create identities that have become mainstream, or if not mainstream, but that have been embraced by a large amount of people around the world. And all you gotta do is open your eyes and realize that not only do you have the capacity to make it happen, but you have the duty to make sure that as you stay so-called true to yourself in your craft, you keep yourself in check, because We don't have all the answers, and we really need, crucially, to check ourselves as creatives. Not saying that we have to check ourselves and limit ourselves creatively, but check ourselves in order to allow us to really be honest when we're starting to let a certain amount of success or exposition or recognition, validation or appreciation get to our head. So bottom line is to say, stay humble, do your absolute best to stay true to who you are. And if you don't know what is being true to who you are, then you have a lot of work to do. It's not easy, but it's a must, because success comes in so many forms and mean different things for different people. But make sure that it's a success that you can be totally backing up, proud of, and understand that by the time it comes, you are ready for it. Even though you may not fully be ready for it, but you are psychologically fit to go through all the emotions that success is going to take you to. Yeah, man. It's a serious thing, and I'm seeing a lot of mental illness created because of the pressure that a lot of people put upon themselves because they want to succeed, because they want to be recognized, etc., etc., etc. The essential is art, and art. I'm not trying to do promotion here, but art always does come first, indeed. In the end, it's got to be about art. Money will come. Money, mentions, craves, whatever. If that's your motivation, believe me, it's gonna come. And if it's not, then eventually it's gonna come regardless. Now it's gonna be up to you to see if you're fit and ready to receive all those blessings and all those results generated by your hard work and the appreciation that people have for your craft. But that's an individual thing, and that's why I think we all have a lot of work to do when it comes to making sure that we keep it 100 with ourselves. Number one, don't lie to yourself. It's something that we tend to say lightly, but it's not light, man. Don't lie to yourself. And set goals. Don't stop dreaming. Really, don't stop dreaming. I think that's the main thing. Never stop dreaming. For dreaming is the key. Like, yeah, man. If you don't dream, you're screwed. So believe in your vision. You have to see it in your mind for it to become a reality. Yeah, that's what I believe. Anyway, family, that's it for the quick introduction to the Monday Talks for today, Monday the 8th of July. I wanted to do a little bit of promo, let you guys know that my latest single with my good brother Nelson Fred has called Goofy. The song is called Goofy. It came out about 2 weeks ago now. And yeah, it's a must-have. Definitely something that you can check out on all the digital platforms, streaming platforms. Plus a lot more music coming out in the coming weeks. But since this is one of many more lives, every Mondays, you will be indeed able to receive the information and the news live and direct. Until then, thank you very much for your support. As always, it's very appreciated. And I shall reconnect with you guys next Monday. Bless up. Brah! Boom! Make this week. Oh, by the way, make this week count, yo. Make no excuses. You have the keys in your hands. Please remember that. The keys are in your hands. Do it. Don't let nobody give you permission. You take ownership of this. Brah! Let's go.